Mandami's speech, victory speech, has literally left viewers speechless, but not the viewers that were in attendance during the victory speech. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to play a little clip from this, but I want to hit you with a quote right now and get your thoughts on that. And this is from Mandami himself. The poetry of campaigning may have come to a close last night at 9 p.m., but the beautiful prose of governing has only just begun. Now, that's a direct quote. Now, I personally believe that when he talks about the beautiful prose of governing, I believe you are going to see a dictator coming out in full swing, and his only followers are those that do not have any way or desire to create something of value for society. These are the takers of this world. Mandami has made it very clear, and we're also going to go over some bullet point statements of his promises, campaign promises, to steal from the rich. But I want to take rich out of it, and I want to put in people that do things, people that create jobs, people that create value, wealth, things like that. That is about to be taken out, and you're going to see New York turn into something that we all thought was possible, but never knew that anyone had the guts to do it. And I'm going to play you this quote. And as I play you this quote, can you do me a favor and type yes or no if you think Mandami is going to be a good thing for New York, or will it turn out to be a bad thing? Check out this as he was taking his victory lap.
If anyone can show a nation betrayed by Donald Trump how to defeat him, it is the city that gave rise to him. So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
Now, I want to make sure that you understand the screaming and cheering of people in that crowd are people that are completely sold out for stealing money from doers and giving it to people that are not doers. The version or the term turn it up simply means we're going to take the playbook that we have been running over the country for the last, well, really 4, maybe 5 years. The left has done things that, in my opinion, are absolutely asinine. Like, there's no way they could get away with this. But when you think about it, the voting base, it's pretty much comprised in these cities like New York of people that aren't even here legally. They are taking advantage of our tax money to live, and they are a lot of the voting base. We also see that in California as well. Check this out from an economic standpoint. Let's just go over a handful of his campaign promises. Freeze rents for residents in rent stabilized apartments. Freeze rents. You don't have to pay rent anymore. How's that going to work out? Build 200,000 new affordable homes over 10 years. Establish city-run grocery stores to help control the prices, especially in underserved areas. Anytime there is price controls, things collapse. Because Mamdani doesn't say, I'm going to build the hot dog factory, because if I control the prices of hot dogs, the factory that makes them more than likely is not going to sell them to me, being him, his grocery stores. They're going to go sell them somewhere else because the cost of goods keep going up. He says here he wants to make public bus service free and improve speed, quality of bus transportation. Now, that I agree with. There are cities like Luxembourg. All of the city transit system is included. It's free. It's also one of the wealthiest, if not the wealthiest nation on earth. Absolutely clean downtown, free, perfect. I think that's awesome. That makes sense, right? But community or government-owned grocery stores. Now, this is something that scares me, because can you imagine a day where if you get out of line because you made a post on Facebook that was against the government, and I'm going to give you an example because this is already happening in New York. Type 1 if you knew, and then type 2 if you did not know that residents in cities like New York are not legally allowed to own certain cryptocurrencies. It's true. The government dictates what you are allowed to invest in. It's absolutely asinine. But what if they had government-run grocery stores, and they started getting more and more of those and squeezing out privately owned grocery stores. And then they said, you know what? We don't like what you said on Facebook. And since we know who you are based off of your credit card swipe, you're not allowed to own groceries. We don't think you can't eat here. You know, there's a book that talks about that in the Bible, the end, where it says at a certain point, you won't be able to buy or sell without a special mark. And that mark can very well be your political affiliation. Right here, raise the minimum wage to $30 per hour by the year 2030. Well, how's that working out for California? Many fast food and mom and pop stores have been forced to close or drastically lay off people and do more with less because they cannot afford, based on their margins, to pay the government-forced higher minimum wage. Yet in places that are right-to-work states are thriving in this country. Another one, raise taxes on the wealthy and corporations. Now, a true fact is the top 1% pays something like 65 or 70% of all the taxes in America. Okay, so they're already doing that. But let's just do it more. What does that do? It drives the wealthy out. They simply move away. As more wealthy people move away, and these are the people that employ people, build companies that employ people, then your economy collapses. In the beginning, it sounds great for the poor people, but the poor people don't realize that the second they understand that they can vote themselves prosperity, our democracy is gone. It's only a matter of time before our economy collapses. And this will be New York City. I think it is the most incredible sight to see that over the next 4 years, and he's going to ramp it up, go attack the president, because the president stands for everything that is bad in this world. But is it? I'm just curious. Type Trump if you voted for Trump. And even though he may not do everything you wanted him to, like me, not everything, I'm glad that we've got somebody standing up. Mamdani is against law enforcement. Trump wants the rule of law. He wants the bad people held accounted for. He wants the good people to be able to thrive. And if you could see the comments in this live stream right now, it goes without saying, and it just blows me away, how all of these elections went to the left. We're about to see redistricting and things like that because that's the only way they can survive. I wouldn't be surprised if there was mass fraud on the voting level, quite frankly. In states like California, where it's illegal to ask for proof that you are a California citizen, and meaning paying California tax to vote. Between New York and California, on one state on either end of the country, the two pretty much richest states in the country are going dark. And I'm concerned because I feel like it is a virus that's slowly creeping out. And there are a lot of people that are concerned or confused because they thought they just voted their guy in and everything's going to be okay. But based on what happened yesterday, I don't think things are. And I think that we need to be very concerned. I hope you got something out of this. Thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.